Welcome back to the Shipyard. Today, a review of the IRW Vorta Vor. This was a collective blind booster. So we're going way, way, way back. You know, it's a little ship. It's a TOS era ship. But you know what? It's okay. I like this ability. While you are cloaked, after you perform a green maneuver, you may perform a sensor echo action as a free action. The ship has a decent amount of green. I mean, sure, it's only 1 2 straight, 1 banks. But still, being able to pull one of those 4 maneuvers and then sensor echo in a variety of ways 1 and 2, forward, back, straight side to side. I'm still screaming, not from the rooftops or anything, but Romulans are due for a card that lets them use 1 bank, 2 bank as a sensor echo. Once they get this, the Vorta Vor is like, yeah, that's my card. Um, Aside from that, 2232, nice stat line, not fantastic, not gonna blow anybody away. It's overpriced. It's absolutely overpriced. But you know what? It's okay. Um, yeah, it's fine in TOS era games. It's fine in mission play, and it works. Having 2 weapon slots makes it really interesting for triphasic emitters. Getting a tech slot is also nice. It's a decent cloaked mine carrier. I'm not gonna say it's the best cloaked mine carrier, but it's a decent spot. I don't know that we'll ever see a recost of it. Not the Vortivore, but even the generic. Mostly because I'm not sure that there's a generic to recost, uh, or another named TOS era bird of prey. Much like I don't think there's a 22nd century bird of prey to recost. But I digress. Yeah, generic's generic, and the less said about that, the better. Um, Liviana Charvanek has seen a couple of versions. This version of her is uh, hmm, less than ideal. Whenever one of your crew upgrades is supposed to be disabled, roll 1 defense die. If you roll a battle station result, that upgrade is not disabled. If you are disabling the crew upgrade to perform its action or ability, that action or ability is still performed even if the upgrade does not disable. A quick fix for Charvanek, I'd like to see this work with disabled or time tokens. That would make her just a little bit more versatile without really changing what she does. It's kind of a reaction to where the game is right now. Yeah, that's just a small buff, and she is a little overpriced. She's more of a 3 point card, but that was to make her fit on a 30 point booster and have the points come out right. So sometimes you see weird stuff happen that way. Generic captain is generic. Direct command. This is a 2 point talent. It's action. Discard this card. Spend your target lock to gain +2 attack dice this round. Uh, if it was action, discard this card. If you have a target lock token, gain +2 attack dice this round on the ship that you have target locked. I'd be okay with that, but spending a target lock for more dice, it plays into that whole conversation of more dice versus quality of the dice you have. And I think there's a back and forth there that direct command just doesn't ever equate or come out on the right side of the equation. It's not worth me losing the quality that is target lock to gain 2 more dice. So yeah, that's direct command. This is a bad version of plasma torpedoes. There are better versions, and yes, I say versions, because there are 5-die versions. Or, yeah. And there are some that have a little bit of uh, quality, and there are time token versions. All of those are better versions. But this is one you have to have a target lock. You spend your target lock, disable the card. You do get forward and rear firing, but this is 4 dice only. It is range 1 to 3. That's a nice idea. It's okay on a ship like this, but the other bird of prey, um, the one that Romulan Commander comes on, and I can't think of the name right now, but that one is just a better place to put plasma torpedoes because it has some kind of ability with plasma torpedoes. Advanced cloaking. Advanced cloaking is a nice tech. It's not a fantastic tech. It was good. It used to be a lot better. But it's when attacking while you are cloaked, if you don't have an Ox Power token, you may place an Ox Power token beside your ship to keep your cloak. That kind of sounds like Klingon cloaking device, except you put time tokens on the ability. An Ox Power is certainly less of a cost because you just do a green maneuver. Advanced Cloak works really well on the Vorta Vor. But here's the problem. Advanced Cloaking is just overpriced, and there's no quality there. See, when I think of an advanced cloak, I want some defensive quality built in. I want to convert a blink to an evade, a battle station to evade, something like Klingon cloaking device does. I want to roll 2 less dice to add an evade result, something like that. And I think that's what this was missing. This was nice to keep a cloak token going. That certainly is beneficial, but it's also 4 points. It suffers from the notion that it had to fit into a booster and make the points work as a constructed booster. All right, and of course we had to have a crew. So the crew we got was Tal. Now, the nice thing about Tal is 2 points, and 2 points are good. But when attacking a ship that has a scan token beside it, during the roll attack die step of the combat phase, you may disable this card to gain +1 attack die. So the natural combo here is to put Cloaked Mines in your fleet, then your opponent is inclined to take scan, and then you get bonus dice. Well, a bonus die, because I'm not sure you'll ever enable Tal. Now, Romulan Commander, well, Livion Sharvanek, attempts to keep Tal around. So you can see how this was a legitimate booster to build. You get the Vorta Vor for what the 18 points it was. You put Sharvanek on it to go to 22. You put plasma torpedoes to go to 26, and advanced cloaking to go to 30. That was the problem. Yeah, if you wanted to be offensive, you maxed out and you didn't get Tal. Or you put plasma torpedoes on it, you forget about advanced cloaking, and then you also put direct command. I guess maybe that's how you did it. Really, the ship just needed to be 2 points cheaper, and it all worked. Or Sharvanek needed to be a point cheaper, plasma torpedoes needed to be a point cheaper, or advanced cloaking needed to be a point cheaper. You see, all of those things could have worked. But Tal's okay. I don't love Tal. I don't even like Tal. I will never run Tal voluntarily because I'm not spending an action to re-enable him to maybe get a bonus attack die. I won't spend an action to just gain an attack die. I definitely won't spend one to gain a conditional attack die. So that's my take on this pack. It was a fine booster, especially against the other things that existed. I never felt like I was hopeless when I had it. but I also never really felt like I had a powerhouse. This was just kind of cannon fodder for the rest of my opponent's fleet. Then again, I don't really fly Romulans well. Ergo, I'm no good at flying Romulans, and my defense dice hate me. That is something I have demonstrated over and over and over again. And skill 6 just is never really enough to do much of anything. There's no real standout cards in this pack. Advanced Cloaking is probably the only thing that holds up these days as being good. But even then, it's not. It's not fantastic. It's just okay. So overall, if you can get this booster, sure. I think it can be a lot of fun. I think it can add a lot of thematicism to mission play, especially if you love the original series era. Yesterday's Enterprise, that was a fantastic, or not Yesterday's Enterprise, the Enterprise Incident. Sorry, don't crucify me in the comments. The Enterprise Incident. If you love that type of feel in an episode, in a mission on your tabletop, this ship adds to that thematicism. So chase it down because you want that kind of environment. Don't chase it down if you're looking for an OP experience to add something that's going to help you win a tournament, because you're not going to find it here. And that's my best advice. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate that. And until next time, we'll see you around the shipyard. Take care, guys.